409 Sports Blitz. There is no other district in Southeast Texas where 4 teams are still in the hunt for a district championship, but also playoff seed.
Yeah.
No seed has been determined. Bridge City, Huffman, Lumberton, LCM, all 5-1 in District 10 480.
Yeah, and you know what the best thing is, though? All 4 of them play tonight against each other, which means by the end of the night, the top 4 seeds will be determined, and there will be a district champion crowned. Lumberton Raiders came in as a 2-point favorite with a chance to make a statement against an LCM team who has won 5 of their past 6 games. Battlin Bears go to work on offense. Jackson Struey, he's picked off by Lumberton linebacker Klein Mason. On his horse, gallops all the way to the red zone. The L train, it's already off and running, guys. That would set up Chase Williams. Walks in for the touchdown.
He has really emerged.
I mean, we've seen this many times this season.
Yeah,
7 zip.
Tell him be quiet.
Yeah, 7 zip Raiders. LCM responds. Caden Reed on the end around. Look at the speed. He has got reservations for 6. They would miss the extra point, so it's 7-6 now. Lumberton would answer. Nick Craddock, looking like Earl Campbell back in those Houston Oilers baby blue days.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Breaks a tackle. He says, get off me here. En route to the end zone. What a run. Raiders extend their lead 14-6. Don't count out LCM. Struey looking deep. Drops it in the basket to Reed. 30 yards on that touchdown pass. It's now 14-13. But Lumberton, look, they would make sure the Bears would not be able to come back. Chase Williams, we just saw a touchdown earlier.
Gracious,
40 yards on that touchdown run. 21-13 at that point. Raiders were a runaway train.
My goodness.
49-30. Your final in this one. Wow. Let's go out to Brett Strahan, who is live in Lumberton. And what a win, Brett. And now they go in as the 2 seed in this district.
Yeah, guys, it was a really exciting matchup out here tonight. 2 teams locked in a 4-way tie for that first place and district crown. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of these guys, they did not hold their own fate in their own hand. But yeah, LCM, they had once again really turned things around. Once district started, we saw it last year. And we also have seen Lumberton really hit their stride under head coach Chase McDonald. Now, let's get into this game a little bit and talk about what happened. Now, what I love about this kind of matchup, these are 2 teams that love to establish the run. And I'll tell you right now, Lumberton did just that from pretty early on. They have that 2-headed monster in their background of Chase Williams and Straddick. Now, both of these guys, they are dynamic. Williams came into this one with 1,000 yards rushing. Craddock came in with 900. That's almost 2,000 yards rushing between the 2 of them. So just a dynamic backfield for this Raiders team. And that's exactly what they were early on in this game. In the first half alone, that duo, they had well over 100 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns between the 2 of them. Now, as we know, LCM, they also got a guy that can tote the rock. Jalen Morris is one of the better running backs in Southeast Texas. But unluckily for the Battlin Bears, this Raiders defense, they found a way to bottle him up, and that forced LCM to really try to find other ways to move the ball, namely through the air, which at times they did well. Early on, this was a bit of a shootout, but the Raiders just kept them on their heels. Now, Caden Reed, he had a big game, wide receiver for the Battlin Bears. He had a big game, reeling in a couple long touchdowns, rushing another one. So they did have some success in other areas. Now, Jackson Struey, quarterback, he had a bit of a mixed bag. I feel like we have watched him grow quite a bit over this season, and he had some really nice plays. He had a long touchdown pass. At times, he was very accurate and efficient, but he did wind up committing just a couple of very costly turnovers that this Lumberton Raiders team immediately cashed in on. And yeah, guys, it's just that was pretty much what sealed it and turned things on to this Raiders team favor. Now, in the second half, Lumberton really started flexing their muscles, started piling on some points, and got a really big win on this LCM team. And like you said, secured that 2 seed. So we'll see how things shake out in the playoffs. This has been Brett Strahan, 409 Sports, Lumberton.
All right, Brett Strahan live out there in Lumberton. Of course, you know, earlier today, you know, UIL suspended LCM's coach for the season. after pocketing Britt City as the communication watch. And, of course, a lot of distractions. You have to wonder, did that play a factor in this? Of course, a lot of people say no, that's different. But, look, I mean, that is a big distraction going into this game. Of course, they got the playoffs next week, but, you never want to have something that takes away from the game going into tonight and then for next week. But I mean, that right now, just kind of reality, it's where it's at.
It's true. And but the thing is like all of those coaches in that meeting, that district meeting that happened earlier this week, they all got to practice late, so this whole district was kind of reeling from those consequences. You could say that they all had the equal amount of practice time and stuff, but that can play a major factor in the mentality of the kids. It could go both ways. But you don't want to take away from Lumberton either. Lumberton with an incredible, just an incredible
season. They played extremely
Incredible.
well. Chase Williams has been a workhorse throughout the entire season. It's like every single week we have called his name for a touchdown. They did what they're supposed to do. 2 seed. Congratulations to all the local teams in that district that are moving on to next week.